You guys, welcome to number 28 of the Derby Career Mode Live. And to start off this episode, we got the game against Chelsea to kick off this episode, but we have put a load of bids in for some players because in the last episode we did sell Hoga. I think we sold someone else as well, and we got quite a bit of money now. We got about £25 million, and we did get Victor Wanyama in, so we've kind of improved the team and gained about 25 million. And I'm not too sure what we really need to improve as well. Drommel is about to leave the club, so we potentially need to bring in a new goalkeeper. Whether his contract side of things go through or not, we'll have to see. But we have got him for pretty much his final game against Chelsea. It is going to be a tough game. And as I'm recording this video, Jose Mourinho has actually been sacked from Chelsea. I don't think that's the right decision at all. I think managers have bad times, and Mourinho is one of the best in the business. So I don't know. I think sacking him was a rash decision. Abramovich again. He's done it already, like sacked him before, and then they went through not exactly the best of patches. So, yeah, I don't know what's going to happen with Chelsea. Maybe they'll lose some of their bigger players, but yeah, I think we're going to go for this lineup for this game. There's no need to change it. Wanyama getting his debut against Chelsea should be able to impress against quite a big team, and I think we did get rid of Martins as well for Wanyama. That was what we lost as well as Hoga, so potentially we need to bring in another centre mid. But we'll have to see. So into the lineups for today's game. Obviously you know our lineup already. We've got Wanyama, number 25. I think at the end of the window I'll sort out the kit numbers for any new signings we've made, and potentially make some of the first team players like Salabos, maybe a better kit number, because 22 it's nothing too special. But into the Chelsea lineup, let's see what they've got. They've got Courtois, Callas at right back, Cahill, Zuma, Antwerp, Ramirez, Matic, Willian, Piazon, Oscar and Diego Costa up front, and quite a strong bench as well, so some very good players. So it's in the rain, it's the first game of the episode, it's going to be a very tough one, and hopefully we could maybe nick a point from this game. Oh, and Diego Costa scored. That was so annoying, like literally Oscar holding it up there. I knew something was going to happen. Eventually he managed to get a wonderful ball out to there, and Christie not quite tight enough to him, and they've got it into the lead in the first few minutes of the game. So I'm going to bring on some players now. It's really annoying when you're in the rain. It just doesn't really help. And Wanyama's actually had a pretty good debut, but we're going to get Craig Bryson off the bench, Rodriguez and Elkabit onto the pitch, and hopefully we can get an equaliser in this game. Go on. There we go, Thomas Ince. He's put it into the back of the net. A wonderful move from everyone there. Ince starting it, and then it got out wide to Christie. Wonderful ball into the box, and Thomas Ince is there to get... I'm not too sure how many goals he's got this season, to be honest, but yeah, it was a good ball there to Wanyama, the driven pass, and then the cross into the right place at the right time, and Thomas Ince with a wonderful finish against Thibaut Courtois. And yeah, we've got about 10 minutes, maybe 15, depending on added time, to prevent Chelsea from scoring. And yeah, I'm not too sure how many goals Thomas Ince has got, so let's have a quick look now. Can he get the ball through for El Kabir here? Has he got the legs to beat Kurt Zuma? Oh, but it's straight into bloody Courtois' hands. It had to be Rodriguez of all players. If that was El Kabir, he probably had the strength and the finishing to finish it off there. But unfortunately, it's probably going to end a draw now. And there it is, full time. A point against Chelsea in the rain. It's the first game of the episode. It's a valuable point, that's for sure. Like, you think, like a newly promoted club, obviously this season Chelsea aren't doing too well. But in the past, yeah, a point against Chelsea, you're more than happy with that. So we've got a transfer offer in here for Callum Wilson, and what we're going to do is just match that 18 million. I don't want to really sell him at this point when we've only got a couple days left, but 18 million, I'd be more than happy to find a replacement in that time, and if not, just keep the money for the next season and just struggle this season. So we're just going to actually simulate the training session. Hopefully we get some of our bids back, and potentially they should be accepted. That would be quite good to see. So Borussia Dortmund are actually coming very close. They're only about 5 million away from the asking price. So potentially Callum Wilson, another player, we've signed him for like 6-7 million, and maybe we'll get a bit more. So we have had some bids in here for some of our players accepted, which is nice to see. I'm not too sure if Drommel is going to go or not, so I've put a few bids in for some goalkeepers. This one, Arzibalga, whatever his name is anyway. We're going to potentially try and sign him. He's only on 6 months left. £6 million, it's an okay price to pay. Another player here, Williams. You guys suggested him, I've tried to get him, and they've accepted quite a cheap bid for him. I think it was only about 5 million for him, and he's very, very good. So potentially we could be bringing him in. Another player is Cataldi. Used him quite a while back on Football Manager, and he's an absolute beast. He should be growing to at least an 84 rated player, so that would be something nice to have in the midfield, as at the moment we're a little bit light in terms of potential. As you can see, we've got a brand new signing here. It is going to be Andros Townsend. I think he's a quality player. He's got some really nice stats, and a really good signing there in my opinion. We could obviously bring in another winger if need be, but Andros Townsend, you really can't deny how good he is. Like 90 pace and then 84 dribbling, and I think he's got like 89 penalties as well, 83 penalties, but he's only 25 years old. He'd probably grow to at least an 80. Where he goes, I'm not too sure. I think we'll just leave him on the bench for now and potentially work him into the first team in the future. So Dortmund actually wants 7 million for Leitner, which is a decent price, to be fairly honest, for a very good player. So I'm going to try and see if we could do a swap deal. Maybe, yeah, maybe if we add Suter to that deal. The problem is with Suter, he's 71 rated. He's not going to be useful. He's too low rated, unfortunately. We only picked him up for £1 million, so technically we're making a bit of profit if we can sell him for that price. Another player here, Nathan, a centre attacking midfielder, would be quite a nice one to have in the team. 4-star skiller, can play anywhere in the front three. And yeah, another one here, Rico, goalkeeper. Again, just if Drommel does go, we need that backup choice, because at the moment we've only got Hahn and Keller Roos. Another player here, Jack Butland. He's been accepted for 11 million. Like, that is a really good price for Jack Butland. So we're going to have to obviously raise his wage and give him a crucial first team player position. Tim Horn as well. Decent goalkeeper, goes up to about an 85. He's only 23 years old. Would be a perfect replacement for Drommel, as they're about the same rating. So we have had the goalkeepers accepted here, all the contracts. I don't think any of them actually declined. I think only Rico wants a better contract, but I'm not too interested really. We've got plenty of other options. Nathan as well for like 6 million plus 50 grand a week wages. That's not bad at all. We've got some goalkeepers here. Jack Butland would be quite nice. Ariola, Karius. But that's only if Drommel goes. I don't actually need those. And as you can see, Borussia Dortmund have matched the £80 million price tag for Callum Wilson, which is insane. Like, that is a crazy amount of money to create in such a short period of time. We've actually tripled his price in a matter of 6 months, so that's kind of crazy. So we're going to actually try and get Leitner as well from Borussia Dortmund. He would be quite a nice creative midfield to have in the team. And yeah, John Suter leaving, it's a bit of a shame, but getting a pretty good deal there for about 7-ish million. It's actually about 6.5 million, so that's not bad at all. So we have got another one here, Catanelli. He does want a better contract. I believe it's the no, he doesn't want to relocate, so we need to give him a little bit more money, an extra 5 grand a week. Maybe he'll accept that. So there we go, Callum Wilson has gone. We got an extra 15.5 million. It's a real shame that some of these players have been doing so well, but it really does revitalise the team. And what we've actually done is put a whole load of bids in for some of our really good strikers on our shortlist. We've got Mario Balotelli, Memo Diouf. We have got the contract accepted for Leitner as well. Unfortunately, Cataldi wants a little bit more. We got Williams as well, and we've got Southampton, and we've got Danny Ings and Shane Long accepting those transfers. So what I'm going to do is just sort the contracts out, and then we're just going to go and see what we can accept, because we'll have quite a bit of money. I'm not too sure if Drommel is going or not, so we'll have to see. So there we go. We have 14 transfer confirmations to make now. So we have 35 million plus 129 grand a week, which, I don't know, adds up to about 3 players we could technically get. So I need to pick these quite wisely. And there are some absolute crackers here. I think Cataldi for 2.8 million. I know he's on quite a bit wage, but that is a real cheap price, and you've already made double your money straight away. If it comes to summer, he should be a very nice player. So I think I'm just going to sign him immediately. But we have got the striker issue. We have kind of, not really issue. We've got plenty of options here. We've got Shane Long for 3 million. He is 30 years old. He is currently like the 3rd highest goal scorer in the league. So 3 million, not bad price. Always in excellent form. Should be able to do a good job. Danny Ings, 10 million. But he is on 70 grand a week. That's quite a bit. But he is 79 rated, technically higher than Callum Wilson as well. Mario Balotelli, he would take up quite a bit of money, but he's a quality player. You can't deny Mario Balotelli's quality, and would be quite a cool one to bring into the club. Maybe Diouf. I think out of the rest of them, I think I'm just going to decline him, because out of the striker options we got, we don't really need him. And I don't think we need a goalkeeper choice as well, because I don't think Drommel is going. I'm not 100% sure. I'm just going to have a quick look at the negotiation bit here. So let's first make a signing in the striker department. We need someone that's similar to Callum Wilson. And it's kind of obvious that Danny Ings does fit the glove very well, but maybe Balotelli would be a better option. He's 6 million more, he's got 20 grand a week more. It's a really tough decision to make, and I think as well, I don't know, Shane Long is a very good player for that amount of money, 3 million. You really got to think about it, but I think we need quality at this point in the season. If we're going to get Europa League football, it's just which one of these two we get. It's really difficult. So, if you remember, on FIFA 15, we did have Danny Ings in the Derby career mode. He was a terrific player, one of the best players I've ever had on career mode. But why do the same thing? Let's go get Mario Balotelli. I think getting a different player, it's always better to do that. And I think Balotelli is a wonderful player. He'll bring a lot of character to the club. An 80 rated, he's got some terrific stats. Obviously, low work rates isn't the best, but he should be able to be a good target man striker kind of player. We've got Andros Townsend as well, so we have got some more options to consider, and we have at least 20 million and quite a bit of wage. So another player I'm going to definitely bring in is Cataldi. You've basically doubled your money straight away by signing him. He's on quite a bit of wage, 50 grand a week, but we can still make another signing with the money we have remaining, so I'm definitely going to bring him in. We've lost a central midfielder, essentially, and Cataldi, 76 rated. Look at them stats, like really good defensive style player. He's got some very nice passing ability as well. 22 years old. He's just a wonderful player, and we're going to stick him onto the bench for... I'm not too sure he could play either, really. Defensively, he's about the same as Thorne. Obviously, Thorne's a little bit better. But Bryson, he's aging. I think Cataldi would be the better option. So we've got a transfer from here for Jeff Hendrick. It is a short-term loan. I think we should accept it, to be fairly honest. He's not going to be that needed, and he needs to grow. He needs to be getting up to those 73 stats. So if he could get a bit of game time at Brighton, that would be really nice to see. And if they don't play him, it's just really frustrating when that happens. So we have got Williams. The only issue with Williams is, in my honest opinion, he's too common on career mode. People go, yeah, let's go get Williams. So I don't like doing that. I don't like just going for the obvious ones. And I think for that reason, I think we should probably get these two, Leitner and Nathan. It gives us options in terms of wingers. Nathan can play out wide. He's a very nice player on the game. We're going to definitely bring him in because we need a bit more creativity in the centre attacking midfield role, and I think that's what he'd bring. So that's why we've signed him. £6 million, 50 grand a week. It's quite a bit, but he is a terrific player. 90 pace and 4-star skills, 4-star weak foot. Can play on either wing, and yeah, he's just one of them players that you can play and will do a great job. So I think we have just about enough money to make one more signing, but I may keep that money for contract purposes. So one thing I could do is actually use pre-contract signings, and I think I will, because we do kind of need an improvement in the defensive department, so that could be more beneficial than making a signing now that we probably won't need. It's probably Leitner, if anyone, and we don't really need him, so I think we'll just wait for the moment. So we can technically sign Shane Long and still have quite a bit of money, so I think that's what I should really do, because the more the merrier. The more options I have in the striker position. If Balotelli gets injured, we need that backup player, and El Kabir and Martin, they're not really doing it at the moment. So I think for that reason, bringing on Shane Long, it's a good signing. He should be able to get us a few goals now until the end of the season, and still leaves us quite a bit of money in terms of wages, 50 grand a week. That can improve quite a bit. So there's another striker added to the team. So the more goals the merrier, and in replacing Callum Wilson, it may be quite an issue. So we need to make sure we have got the replacements needed. And I think we've definitely done that. We've made 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 and 6 signings in one window. You really can't complain with that, and we made quite a bit of money in terms of profit on the players we did sign. So I think we are going to end off the episode here. It's been quite a long one already. We made some really big signings, and hopefully you guys are happy with the signings I did make, and hopefully they'll improve the team. That's always an important thing to know. And what we've got here, we've got training injury, Wanyama out for 2 weeks, and a few scout reports, and a Youth League Months scout report. So Will Hughes has actually declined the contract, and he wants to move on at the end of it, which is kind of annoying, because would quite like to keep him. So we're going to have to sort that out in between the two episodes. If we could smash over 35 likes, that'd be absolutely fantastic. Some really, really big signings. We're going to sort out the team out now with the new signings we have made. So smash the like button, subscribe if you are new to the channel, and see you soon. Bye.